Today, in the chapter haloalkanes and haloarenes, we will study the physical and chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So, first we will start with haloalkanes and haloarenes. Haloalkanes, alkyl halides, they are generally colorless. Methyl chloride, ethyl chloride and bromide and iodides, they develop color when they are exposed to light. Many of the halogen compounds have sweet smell. Second physical property is melting point and boiling point. Melting point and boiling point depends upon the intermolecular force of attraction and the molecular mass. With increase in molecular mass, the boiling point and melting point increases. First three members are generally gases and rest of the members are solid. For example, if we'll compare the boiling point of methyl chloride and ethyl chloride, then we'll see that the molecular mass of ethyl chloride is higher than methyl chloride. Therefore, the melting point of ethyl chloride will be higher than methyl chloride. If we consider for the same halogen and we increase the alkyl group, R may be increased. So, with increase in the molecular mass of alkyl group, the melting point increases. So, sometimes we get questions to arrange these compounds in increasing order or decreasing order of melting point. For example, bromomethane, that is CH3Br. Second compound is bromoform, CHBr3. Third compound is chloromethane, CH3Cl, and fourth is dichloromethane. Now, if you will see that the molecular mass of methyl chloride is the lowest, then comes the molecular mass of CH2Cl2, then comes first this, second is CH3Br, third is CH2Cl2 and fourth is CHBr3. You can calculate the molecular mass. So, with increase in molecular mass, so number 1 is this, number 2 this, number 3 and number 4. So, we can arrange them in the increasing order of melting point. If you differ by, that is halogen atoms, for example, CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br and CH3I. So, when we compare it, the molecular mass of iodide is the maximum. So, we can write down that the molecular mass is in the order of molecular mass of methyl iodide is the maximum and methyl fluoride is the minimum. So, melting point will be maximum of methyl iodide and minimum of methyl fluoride. If we take the second example, that is among isomeric Now among isomeric alkanes, as branching increases, the surface area decreases. So due to decrease in surface area, the magnitude of van der Waals force of attraction decreases. So the neo isomers have the lowest boiling point and melting point as compared to the normal isomer. If we take the example of the isomeric dihaloalkanes, then always para isomers have higher melting point than meta isomers or orthoisomers, because this para isomer, the structure is more symmetrical and fit better in the crystal lattice. This is orthoisomer. So the melting point of the para isomer is more than orthoisomer due to the symmetrical. They fit better in the crystal lattice. Next physical property is density. The density of the bromo, iodo, polychloro derivatives are always higher than water. So it means that they will sink in water. Next property is solubility. The haloalkanes have dipole-dipole interaction in between them, and the water molecule has strong hydrogen bonding among them. So to break the bond between them, we require some energy. And when the haloalkane and water molecule, they combine, so the energy release will be very, very less. So being polar in nature, they are insoluble, or you can say very slightly soluble in water. Since they are polar in nature, so according to the rule, like dissolves like, the compound should be dissolved in water, but it is not so. Very slightly they are dissolved in water, but they are soluble in organic solvent. Next is chemical reactions. Haloalkanes, they undergo three types of chemical reactions. Now first is nucleophilic substitution reaction. In this compound, now in haloalkanes, the strong nucleophile displaces the weak nucleophile and a new compound is formed. We can take some examples. For example, number 1, that is reaction with NaOH. When methyl chloride reacts with sodium hydroxide, the OH nucleophile is strong. It will replace the Cl and the compound formed will be methyl alcohol. Plus NaCl. You can take another example. If methyl chloride reacts with sodium iodide, again iodine is stronger than Cl, it will replace the Cl and it will form methyl iodide and NaCl. So there are many more examples which you can study. One more example I would like to tell you about the reaction with AgCN and KCN. Now, when methyl chloride reacts with KCN, it forms cyano-methane or methyl nitrile. But when it reacts with AgCN, it forms methyl isocyanide. Now why this difference is there? Because now the CN is a nucleophile which has two center of attack. CN has two nucleophiles which has two center of attack. Carbon can also donate the electron pair as well as nitrogen can also donate the electron pair. In KCN, the bonding is ionic bond. So here it dissociates into K plus and CN minus. So CN directly replace the Cl ion. Whereas in the case of AgCN, the covalent bond is formed. Therefore, nitrogen is able to donate the electron pair. Therefore, it forms isocyanide. So, what are ambident nucleophiles? Ambident nucleophiles are those nucleophiles which has two center of attack. For example, first we have studied just now, that is cyanide ion, and second is that is nitro group NO2. NO2 has again two center of attacks, N and O. In the case of KNO2, it forms alkyl nitrite, that is CH3ONO, whereas in the case of AgNO2, it will form nitroalkane. So these two examples you should keep it in mind. Now we will study the mechanism of the nucleophilic bimolecular reaction, that is SN2 reaction. S represents substitution, N that is nucleophilic, and 2 is bimolecular reaction. Now this reaction, the rate is directly proportional to the concentration of both the reactants, that is methyl chloride as well as the nucleophile. The rate of the reaction will be directly proportional to the haloalkane, that is methyl chloride, and nucleophile. So that is why it is called bimolecular reaction, and it follows second order reaction. It follows second order reaction. Now we'll see how this reaction takes place. Now nucleophile, it attacks the methyl chloride from the back and it forms a transition state. Now this is a transition state and it remains for very small fraction of time. We can see here that the nucleophile OH is attacking the compound from the back, and this starts forming a bond, whereas the leaving group, that is Cl, starts going out from this and starts breaking the bond. So simultaneously both the processes takes place. First formation of bond and second is breaking of bond. You can see here there are 5 bonds here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So carbon has only 4 valency, so it cannot accommodate 5 bonds. So therefore it becomes unstable and it forms a compound, that is methyl alcohol and chlorine nucleophile is eliminated. Now you can see here that is the configuration of the product is just opposite to the configuration of the reactant. This is product, reactant and products. So the nucleophile in product is just opposite to the reactant. So this is called inversion of configuration. This process is called inversion of configuration. So sometimes question is asked कि inversion of configuration is followed by which kind of reaction. So nucleophilic bimolecular substitution reaction follows, that is inversion of configuration. Now we see that here the reactivity of the alkyl halides. Among primary, secondary and tertiary alkyl halides, the primary alkyl halides are more reactive in nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now, primary alkyl halide, 3 small hydrogen atoms are present here. So, they do not allow the nucleophile, they allow the nucleophile to attack very easily as compared to the secondary than tertiary. You can see here that approach of nucleophile will be hindered, that is due to steric effect. The nucleophile will not able to attack more easily in tertiary and very easily in the methyl. So, the order of reactivity of alkyl halide: primary, then secondary, then tertiary in nucleophilic substitution reaction. Second example is nucleophilic unimolecular reaction. Nucleophilic unimolecular now nucleophilic unimolecular reactions follow first order reaction. Nucleophilic unimolecular reaction depends only on the reactant. We can take the example, that is CH3 whole thrice COH. Now, tertiary writing part where it is here. Now, tertiary alkyl halide first splits up into tertiary carbocation and nucleophile. So, it takes place in 2 steps. First step is, that is dissociation into the carbocation and the nucleophile. The energy required for breaking the CX bond, it is obtained from the protic solvents. Second step, the strong nucleophile, it attacks the carbocation to form the tertiary alcohol. Now, first step is the slow step, so it is the rate determining step. The order of reactivity in the case of substitution unimolecular reaction, nucleophilic substitution unimolecular reaction is tertiary is greater than secondary is greater than primary, because tertiary carbocations are more stable, they can easily lose out the nucleophile and the stronger nucleophile can attack them. Next is allylic and benzylic halides. Allylic and benzylic halides, they show high reactivity towards the SN1 reaction. They show the high reactivity towards the SN1 reaction. The carbocation formed gets stabilized due to resonance. The carbocation formed gets stabilized due to resonance. Now, for the given alkyl group, the reactivity of the alkyl halides Rx, it follows the same order in both the mechanism, means Ri is greater than Rbr, greater than Rcl, greater than Rf, means iodides are more reactive than bromide, then chloride, then fluoride. That is for both SN1 as well as SN2 mechanism. The next topic is stereochemical aspects of nucleophilic substitution reaction. So, one point I left, that is SN1 nuclear reaction, they undergoes racemization. Now, racemization, just I will tell you afterwards. We will to study the stereochemical aspects of nucleophilic substitution reaction, we should know some of the points. For example, number one is optical activity. Optical activity, whenever the white light is allowed to pass through a set of Nicol prism, this is a source of light, that is bulb. White light is passed through a slit, then this is passed through a set of prism, Nicol prism. As a result, the white light which rotates in all direction start rotating perpendicular to plane, that is start vibrating perpendicular to plane, that is white light is converted into plane polarized light, plane polarized light. Now, this plane polarized light is passed through some optically active compound and is again passed through a set of Nicol prism. This plane polarized light start deviating either towards right or towards left. right side it is called dextrorotatory, and sign plus is written. Left side is called levorotatory and minus sign is used. The angle of rotation is measured by an instrument called polarimeter. We have studied that is in SN1 reaction, it follows racemization, means the light 50% towards right, 50% towards left, so the angle of rotation gets cancelled out. So optical activity is loose there, so that is called racemization. Now this conversion of deviation of light either towards right or towards left is called the optical activity, and the two compound forms are called optical isomers, and this phenomena is called as optical isomerism. Now second aspect we have to study is, that is molecular asymmetry, chirality and enantiomers. Now what is a chiral molecule? Chiral molecules are those molecules whose mirror images are non-superimposable to each other, and the property is called as chirality. And those molecules whose mirror images are superimposed to each other are called achiral molecule. You have examples of, that is chiral molecules. If we see our hand in mirror and the mirror image of the hand, if we keep on it, the mirror image is non-superimposable to each other, so it is a chiral molecule. If we take a button, then image of button will be superimposed to each other, so that is called as non-chiral molecule or non-chiral object. So for chirality, the essential point is that the compound, the carbon atom, 4 different groups should be attached to it. As a result, the mirror image will be non-superimposable to each other. It means the resulting molecule would lack symmetry, and that is why the compounds which shows optical activity should we have, that is non-superimposable mirror image. One example you can take, that is of propanol 2. Now in propanol 2, 2 groups are same, that is now you can see here this asymmetric carbon atom, we have 2 similar groups, so that is why they will be not superimposed to each other. They will be CH3 when it is rotated to 180 degree, then C is superimposed on its mirror image A. So it is a achiral molecule and it will not show chirality. If we will take the example of butane 2-ol, then we have 4 different groups: Ca2H5, CH3, H, OH. Now here you can see that 4 different groups are attached to this carbon atom, so it is non-superimposable to each other, so this molecule will show chirality. So since this is an experiment, these are shown by experimental methods, so that is why the basic reason which you can find out which the molecule is chiral or not, you can use the different groups. Here 2 groups are same, so it is not chiral molecule. Here 4 different groups are there, so it is a chiral molecule. Now second property is, that is enantiomers. Now what are enantiomers? Enantiomers are the stereoisomers which are non-superimposable to each other. What are enantiomers? Enantiomers are the stereoisomers which are related to each other as non-superimposable mirror images. They have identical physical properties like melting point, boiling point, refractive index, only they differ in the rotation of light, that is either towards right or towards left. Next is racemic mixture. Racemic mixture, when 50% of D form, that is dextro, and 50% of L form are mixed together, then the angle of rotation gets cancelled out and the mixture formed is called racemic mixture, and it loses the property of optical isomerism. This is called racemization. Next is retention. Whenever any compound reacts with the other nucleophile, then the structure remains same, there is no change in the structure, then it is called retention. The spatial arrangement of the atoms around the carbon remains same. For example, suppose this is the alkyl halide, it reacts with the nucleophile, then means the Y takes the place of X. The Y takes place, the structure remains same, so it is called retention. Next is elimination reaction. In annihilation reaction, we will study dehydrohalogenation reaction. Now, this is ethyl bromide. So, we have to write down the structure here. Now, here you will see that the halogen atom attached to this carbon is called as alpha carbon, and adjacent to this is called beta carbon. The elimination of hydrogen and Br means elimination from alpha carbon Br, beta carbon H. So since it is called beta elimination reaction, it is called beta elimination since hydrogen as well as halide is eliminated from this reaction, so it is called as dehydrohalogenation reaction. Now in the unsymmetrical alkenes, the formation of two isomers can takes place, and this is governed by a rule called Sedzev's rule. Sedzev's rule states that in unsymmetrical alkene, if undergoes dehydrohalogenation reaction, the preferred product is that alkene which is highly alkylated, that is, the bigger alkyl group is present around the double bond. For example, this is 2-bromopentene. So this can undergo dehydrolysis. In first case, the halogen, this is carbon 1, 2, 3. Elimination can take place from this or from this. So CH3, CH2, CH double bond, CH, CH3 plus second case CH3, CH2, CH2, CH, CH2. Now you can see here this around the double bond, this side 2 carbon and this side 3. So the alkyl groups are bigger in this case. So this is the major product. Both the alkenes will be formed, but the highly alkylated group will be favored, and this will be minor. And third type of reaction is, that is reaction with metals. Alkyl halide reacts with magnesium in the presence of dry ether. It forms alkyl magnesium halide. It is also called as Grignard reagent. C2H5Br, that is ethyl bromide, when reacts with magnesium. In the presence of dry ether, it forms C2H5 MgBr. So it is called ethyl magnesium bromide. It is called Grignard reagent. The bond between C2H5 and this is covalent bond, and the bond between Mg and Br is purely ionic bond. Grignard reagent is highly reactive. It reacts with any solvent which can provide proton to form alkane. Therefore, it is kept free from moisture. Ethyl magnesium bromide reacts with moisture. It forms ethane and methyl hydroxy bromide. So always we should prevent it from moisture. Now next is Wood's reaction. Wood's reaction we have studied in class 11th also. When two alkyl halides reacts with sodium metal, it forms alkane. It forms alkane. Now similarly we have Wood's Fittig reaction. Here one alkyl halide and one aryl halide. One alkyl halide and one aryl halide reacts. It forms toluene. Third is Fittig reaction. Fittig reaction, two aryl halide reacts with sodium metal. It forms biphenyl. So there there is a similarity between these three reactions. That is, in first we take two molecules of alkyl halide. In second case we take one molecule of alkyl halide and one molecule of aryl halide. Third case, two molecules of aryl halide. Three different products are formed. Now one more reaction similar to it is, that is Frank-Land reaction. In this reaction, two alkyl halide reacts with zinc metal to Frank-Land reaction. Two molecules of alkyl halide reacts with zinc metal. It forms again alkene only. Now next is reactions of haloarenes. Now haloarenes are, that is aryl halides, are extremely less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. Aryl halides are extremely less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction due to the following reasons. The first reason is resonance. In haloarenes, the electron pairs in haloarenes, the electron pairs are delocalized. They are involved in resonance. So to show this, you have to draw resonating structures. This electron pair comes to this place and this bond will go to this place. The electron pair on the chlorine atoms is attracted towards benzene ring, and this CCl acquires double bond character. This CCl, this acquires double bond character. So this double bond between CCl is difficult to break. That is why it is less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution reaction. So we can see here the position of double bond in the first structure and the fifth structure has totally changes. Second reason we can tell about, that is difference in the hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. Difference in the hybridization of carbon atom in CX bond. In the case of haloalkanes, it is sp3 hybridized, whereas in the case of arenes, the hybridization is sp2 hybridized. Again, the sp2 hybridized carbon atoms have greater s character, more electronegative, so it is difficult to break as compared to the sp3 hybridized of CH3Cl. Third reason is instability of phenyl cation. In the case of haloarenes, the phenyl cations formed as a result of self-ionization is not stabilized by resonance. Therefore, it does not undergo nucleophilic substitution reaction. We can take some examples. First is reaction of chlorobenzene with NaOH. Now, in this reaction, we require temperature 623 Kelvin, pressure 300 atmosphere, and it forms sodium phenoxide. Sodium phenoxide on acidic hydrolysis we form phenol. Now, in this reaction, with increase in electron withdrawing group like nitro group, the rate of reaction increases. Means the reaction takes place at a lower temperature. It forms 4-nitrophenol. Similarly, with increase in nitro group, the rate of, if we take the third example, you can take, that is picryl chloride. Picryl chloride it simply on warming gets converted into picric acid. So today we have studied the physical and chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes and the mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reaction, that is SN1 and SN2 reaction, elimination reaction, then reaction with metals, the reason for the low reactivity of haloarenes.